How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm sorry if I cough or sniffle in this video. I do have some allergies that I'm working on, and it's a little crazy. My dog's also here, so if there's some noise, I'll try to make her be quiet. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the HIP 51, which is the proposal for the Helium DAO. So this is a very important proposal, and I think it's a very easy answer. There's like no cons to this. So I want to talk about what is going to happen. If you guys have any counter arguments, put them in the comment section below or join my Discord. We can talk about them. But I want to give a shout out to Network Bits. That is Joe, because he did make a video on this a couple months ago, I think 3 months ago. And I'll show you guys the video very quickly. But he does a more in-depth review of the three proposals, 51, 52, 53. Right now I'm going to be talking about 51, but 51, 52, and 53 all go together. So once or if 51 is passed, then 52 and 53 will be given next, proposed next. So let's get into the video. All right. I'm going to try not to clear my throat too much, but here is the video on Network Bits channel, Joe's channel, and he talks. It's about 18 minutes. If you guys want to go show some support, give him a like, give him a comment, subscribe to him, turn on that post notifications, give him a big shout out right now on my dead channel. But anyway, he talks about the three. I'm just going to talk about 51. So the whole point of 51 is that they propose that each communications network on the Helium network, which is low rel WAN, Wi-Fi 5G, VPN, CDNs, referred to as the Decentralized Network Protocols, or DNPs, each have their own sub-DAO with its own token. So Helium will be like the main DAO, and then there'll be sub-DAOs, and they can each earn their own token or their DNT, Decentralized Network Tokens. The key specifications of the DNP, such as proof of coverage rules, mining rewards, and blah, 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 data pricing, are governed by each DNP sub-DAO. So each decentralized network protocol sub-DAO. Yes, I said that right. Cool. Gosh, I got to stop clearing my throat. So there's a background here, and this is going to be in the description below so you guys can check it all out. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I'm going to bore you guys, but I just want to talk about the main important parts. So for the Helium network to grow to a global scale in number of active devices and users, it is necessary to develop economic and technical primitives that will support the scale across various wireless networking technologies. So they talk about 5G support, which provides a broad discussion of 5G DNP specific data credits, mechanism, blah, blah, blah. It talks about 5G here. It talks about blockchain scalability and some other stuff. So that's just the background on it. But the motivation is like the main part. There are three key drivers for proposing this, and each decentralized network protocol has the ability to run its own code for DNP specific items. This enables multiple parallel developer teams to work on advancing the Helium network. This design also allows for complex proof of coverage calculations to be done off chain, and therefore minimizes state bloat and transaction costs. That's huge. And Helium transaction costs are really not that bad right now. There's some bottlenecks here and there where they'll have to shut it down on exchanges and stuff like that, but that's a different issue altogether. Native tokens provide separation of governance. Each DNP effectively governs its proof of coverage rules, data pricing, data transfer pricing, and rewards distribution mechanism through DNT voting. This structure provides significantly more flexibility over the structure of the DNP and allows those who are closest to the network to drive its own governance. This way you don't have people in the low-raw WAN market voting for the 5G market. It is a very just basic, but for some reason it hasn't been passed yet. It's probably because the Helium network wasn't as big as it is now. But it's a basic ideology that is going to help advance each individual sector of the Helium network. And composability implies utility. I'm going to take a drink of water. Maybe that will help me. If the overall Helium network is able to support smart contracts, key word right here, smart contracts. You ever heard that word before? Yeah, with Ethereum and any Ethereum-based coins, tokens, Avalanche, Crow, Matic, Phantom, BNB, ERC20 tokens. Helium isn't an ERC20 token. Just something to think about. Possibly soon going to support smart contracts. It is possible to imagine a variety of novel use cases for HNT as well as each of the DNT tokens. Some examples here are decentralized exchanges, money markets, borrow-lend markets for greater delegation of validators or leverage staking, and token reward splitting. Guys, if Helium, please, if Helium is able to start supporting smart contracts, you're going to see a massive growth in Helium over the next couple of months. I really hope that this does happen because, I mean, I got a lot of HNT tokens that I haven't sold. I've just been holding because the market's been so bad. I mean, remember, Helium used to be priced at $40 a coin, and now it's like $3 or $4. I don't know. It might be $5, $6, maybe $8. It's not doing too hot. If you can have smart contracts, Ethereum has NFTs. They have decentralized exchanges like PancakeSwap, and then you have all of the other tokens. You have Avalanche, and they have Farmer Joe, or not? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Something farmer. But anyway, the point is, if Helium is able to have a decentralized exchange, not only is that going to allow them to have all this stuff, money markets, hopefully other tokens are going to be able to use their platform and use their token on their platform. Now, like I said earlier, Helium doesn't have high fees. If they're able to get other tokens on their fees, on their exchange, or on their network, if they're able to get like Avalanche, if they're able to get other tokens such as Planet Watch, and the other ones. So let's go real quick. Yeah, you guys can see this. Right now, these are just the couple that I have in my Discord. Demo, Revelfi, which you guys know, Revelfi is like Demo, Revelfi, Planet Watch, GeoNet, WeatherXM, and PiFi. Those are like the main ones that I have in my my folder right now. I'm sure I have some more somewhere in here, but the point is, if they are able to migrate and have a coin on the Helium network, it is going to be huge for Helium. It's going to be huge for all of these projects. Now, if you guys have been watching my content for a long time, you know that Helium was made because there was all of these small private networks that had all of this data and they wouldn't communicate with anybody else. The whole point of the Helium network is that it is supposed to be there to connect all of these small enclosed networks to a greater network so they can all communicate, all share data, all sell and buy data, and then you can use this data for literally anything. I'm capturing temperature data right now. You can capture how many times a door opens. You can capture the soil moisture, the purity of water, the level of oxygen or the quality of oxygen. There's so many things that you can measure, and they were all on smaller networks. Now that you have the Helium network, you're supposed to be able to connect all these together, but as of right now, you can't. Right now, Planet Watch measures oxygen and soil. I think Planet Watch does, and then you have GeoNet and WeatherXM that measures weather, and it measures. I think it forecasts. They all do separate things. If you can get them all on the same network, if you can get them all communicating with each other, it is going to make a much stronger use case for Helium in the future, and I think that is very important. And I think that's why HIP 51 should. And I'm telling you right now, I'm voting yes for HIP 51 because I think it's a good idea in the long term. In the short term, I don't think it's going to be that bad. But if you guys remember, if you were around for a while when 5G started coming around, everyone was confused. They didn't know why, or they didn't know how the rewards were going to be affected with all the hotspots coming on. The whole proposal here is that each sector, LoRaWAN, 5G, Wi-Fi, they're all going to have their own token. They're all going to have their own process in which they're rewarded so that these tokens don't interfere with each other. So that way the Helium miner that earns 5 HNT a day is going to continue to earn 5 HNT a day and not 4 HNT a day, because the 5G miner is going to earn 5 HNT for mining HNT for the LoRaWAN, and then 5 HNT for providing 5G. So then the Helium miner that was once making 10 HNT is now only making 5. I hope that makes sense. The point is, the rewards are going to be customizable across each type of wavelength, each type of let's use my words here, each type of communication network, communication path. So it's huge. It's a really big deal. Then they also talk about vHNT, which is talking about voting power. So when you guys sell your HNT, you lose that voting power. So people are kind of forced to hold their HNT. Now, not with vHNT. vHNT is a fully non-transferable token that is purely used for voting power. Now, this is going to give you the opportunity to sell your HNT. You don't have to worry about losing your voting power. I sold my HNT like right before, I think it was HIP 49 or HIP 19. I think it was. Wow, it's been a while, and I didn't have like a lot of voting power to vote. This is important stuff. So now you're going to have this vHNT, and it's going to be determined by the amount of HNT they lock up with and the amount of time they commit to locking up their HNT. So you can keep your HNT locked up for a little bit, and then they have 3 scenarios here. So if they lock it up for the minimum required duration of 6 months, they receive 1,000 vHNT, and you get that for life, or until the Helium network implodes, whatever happens, until you die. I don't know, pass it on to your children. Anyway, it stays in your account until the end of time. That's the point of them making. And B chooses to lock up, or until they decide to change it. But B chooses to lock up tokens for 27 months and receives vHNT in the amount of 50 times 1,000. So there is a multiplier here. If you keep it for 27 months, you get it times 50. So there is a multiplier there, multiplier effect. The one thing I didn't notice, it doesn't tell you how much HNT you have to lock up. Like it just says to lock up tokens. Oh, choose to lock. Oh, wow, I can't read. It says 1,000 HNT, not up to 1,000. Okay, so they lock 1,000 HNT. If you keep it locked up for 6 months, you get 1,000. And then, they do have the multiplier. So, sorry about that confusion. They do have some math here. I don't really feel like looking at math. They talk about the sub-DAO treasury management, the minimum viable sub-DAO construction. They have an emissions curve, Oracle specification, treasury reserve, DNT market making curve, data transfer mechanism and pricing, proof of coverage mechanism, and the governance structure. Now, they also do talk about the end-to-end process for each DMP device looking to receive coverage across the network, purchase data credits by purchasing and burning HNT. It's the same as before. Proof of coverage process. At the end of given epoch, HNT emissions contract at the Helium DAO calculates the amount of HNT to reward each DMP as per. Okay. The emissions contract subsequently distributes the determined amount of HNT in this DNT sub-DAO. There's like a whole order process here. This is some stuff that I personally don't understand, but I will look into it, and maybe I'll make an updated video on some of the stuff. I probably will make an updated video on some of the stuff. And then I do talk about the clarifications. HNT remains the unit of buy and burn in order to maintain the HNT flywheel. Data credits are universal, and they can be created by burning HNT and are usable across any DNP that's big. Once a data credit is added to an address's subnetwork DC balance, it can be transferred to any other subnetwork DC balance. This is a notable change, as today data credits cannot be transferred once created. Very good point. But they kind of can be. I might be wrong on what I'm about to say, but when you when I burn my data credits, when I'm using them, they go back to whatever hotspot it sends the data to. I think. Don't quote me on that. I might be. Never mind. I take that back. Mining rewards or hotspots in a given DNP are distributed in the corresponding DNT. We encourage wallet applications to offer an auto swap features for miners so they can automatically swap their mined DNT for HNT if they choose to do so. That would be very interesting. Oh, I'm getting a text message. And finally, or the last one, the third one, DNT can be traded on secondary markets, but are redeemable for HNT as per the primary market defined by the Treasury Reserve. And the final one, each DNP can set their own DNT emission schedule and distribution. So that's pretty much it for this. It's been a 15-minute long video. Wow. And if I go, there is somewhere on here, I think you can go to discussions. You guys can see what's going on. Maybe it's not here. General. No, it was somewhere in here. There was a comment section, but I don't know where it went. Anyway, you guys can actually comment. Let's go to the Helium network. It's a separate folder. There is a HIP51 DAO channel. You guys can talk about the HIP DAO if you guys want to. The Helium DAO 51 proposal. I don't know why I just said that twice. But you guys can talk about it. They are very active. They answer questions. You can ask questions. You can answer questions. You can just read. You can just lurk in the background and read. The whole point is that this is very open. And if you guys are mining Helium, you probably got a notification on your device today talking about, I guess it would be yesterday because this video is going up Saturday, but you guys did get a notification that there is a hit proposal that you should vote for. And I personally am going to vote yes. Let me know what you guys think. Put your comments, questions, or thoughts in the comment section below. If you guys have any counter arguments, like I said in the beginning of the video, put them in the comment section below. I want to know what you guys are thinking because groupthink is never good. So put your opinions in the comment section below. We'll have an open discussion. You can also join the Discord if you want to talk there. You can also join the Helium Discord. I'm sure you guys are all in there, but you can talk about that. And I'll have the link for the GitHub page with this full proposal, as well as Joe's video, as well as my Discord server. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.